So here we have Kaia's weekly update. This week, Kaia worked and heavily focused on her kennel and weight commands. So here you can see us working on that. We had a lot of commotion going by with lots of cars and traffic and people. It was very busy, so she had to work through a lot of distractions, as well as my baby was sitting behind the scenes of the camera, and he was talking and making lots of noise and throwing toys around, so lots of distractions, and Kaia still stayed very focused and motivated for training. So when working on the kennel and weight commands, I take a treat, I toss it in the kennel, and ideally she would go in on her own. But there are moments like this where she reaches in, grabs the treat, and goes to back out. It is okay to give her that little bit of assistance because there are going to be points where she doesn't want to go in the crate, but you have somewhere you have to go, and you don't want her to run the show. So instead, there are times that you might have to help put her in the crate, and that's fine. You just want to keep this very positive and have something for her to be occupied with and help the time pass quicker in the crate with her, as well as something comfortable to lay on, such as the soaker pad or a dog bed down the road when she is fully crate trained. So taking that treat, tossing it into the kennel, telling Kaia kennel, using positive marker words such as yes or good girl, waiting till she finishes that treat, her focus is on me and that she's demonstrating good manners, and then that's when I give the wait command. So then I go to slowly open the door saying, okay. The more you practice this and you build up the tolerance of having that door wider and wider open while Kaia holds that wait is what will make this a really strong command when she is much more mature than she is now. So what I mean by that is when she goes to barge out, you'd say and closing her back in, and just slowly and gradually getting more and more open with that door before you give the release word. And again, just using that and closing her back in there when she goes to prematurely barge, which is any time before you say that magic word of okay. A few crate training tips to keep Kaia successful when she goes home are to always crate Kaia on an empty tank. And what I mean by this is she's always to go potty before she goes into the kennel. This way she doesn't have an accident or she's less likely to have to go while in the crate. You also want to make sure she always has a crate safe toy, nothing plush, rope, or tennis ball like. We don't want anything that she could shred up and potentially ingest. Hard rubber chews like a Kong are always great. As well as to know the second method for kennel and weight is the no treat method. You use the crate safe toy or long-term treat that you are crating her with, and that is what you throw into the crate rather than a treat. This way you're not filling up the tank right after emptying it. Here is a little clip of Kaia just being her goofy self and loving belly rubs as always. So this is Kaia's weekly update of kennel and weight.